Hello, I'm Sandeep. Welcome you all to my world of creating flavors. So today I'm going to take you through the flavors of Mediterranean spanning from Italy to Cyprus, using the ingredients which are fresh and flavorful and putting them all together to create this dish. So without further ado, let's get started.
Yeah, just first cut the halloumi cheese into thin strips, just to make sure that it's even and done. So we just have these 3 pieces which we will use it later to make the crusting stuff. Take around a dozen of cherry tomatoes and just cut it into half. And these cherry tomatoes would go onto a small plate. You take some sugar and the cut face, you need to put the cut face down onto the sugar so that the sugar gets stuck onto the face of the cut part of the cherry tomatoes. Cut. And we also require some cumin powder, which is again mildly roasted and powdered into fine so that to sprinkle over caramelized tomatoes. For crusting the halloumi, you need to take 2 tablespoons of coriander seeds, which is and mildly roasted, and also crush it into coarse using a mortar and pestle. So you should have this kind of consistency so that it can get nicely crusted onto the cheese. For garnishing, it's important that you take a fresh bunch of mint leaves, and what you need to do is very carefully pluck out about the small leaves which is budding out, and this will go as a garnish because it's also have very mild flavor into it, which is what we require. That's it. Now we'll get to make the caramelized cherry tomatoes. Make sure that you're using a heavy bottom pan. This it's majorly, the heat is distributed evenly, and also you have a lot of control on heat, especially when you are caramelizing something. So just a little bit of olive oil sprinkled and swap it so that it's just evenly coated, and then you take the cherry tomatoes which are plunged into the sugar and over medium heat to the face down. As you see, the sugar is getting browned and it's getting nicely and evenly caramelized on the surface of the cherry tomatoes. But as you see, when it's getting brown, you know that it's time to take out of the heat, because it will continue caramelizing even after you take out the heat. So it's important that when it becomes this dark brown, as you see, you take out of the heat and then take it onto a plate for seasoning. Now it's time to take it out and place it in a plate. So once you have taken out in the plate, next thing is to season it with some pepper, some salt, and in the end sprinkle the roasted cumin powder. Now the caramelized tomato is ready, and we'll keep it aside. Now we will crust the halloumi cheese with the coriander we coarsely crushed. Put the coarsely crushed coriander in a plate. Take the cut halloumi cheese and place it on that and push it a little bit hard so that it gets crusted. You see? So that's the way it should be, and leave it in the plate with the coriander until we pan fry it. Now we will pan fry the crusted halloumi. For that, again, you take a heavy bottom pan and around 2 tablespoons of olive oil over medium heat. Then you take the crusted halloumi and very carefully place it and fry it around 45 seconds. You can see it's getting nicely fried. And transfer it in a plate. See that. Now we have all the different parts of the dish already made. Now let's see how we plate it, because plating is one of the most important part of any dish, because that gives you that visual appeal to just go and grab it. So place the halloumis. And the caramelized cherry tomatoes on top of it. That it is done. Now take the mint leaves, which we have taken only the sprouted part. After you do that, just drizzle very lightly with chili infused olive oil. Voila! That's your coriander crusted halloumi with caramelized cherry tomatoes.